Hi everyone, and welcome to this week's weekly workout. My name's Tara Tellius. I am here today with Glenn Fickard. Glenn has actually lived and worked on over 3 continents. He's a VP in a major construction company. They've worked on up to an over $100 million project. So one of the major things, we come across, we give you these weekly workouts, is you're getting to listen to someone who's been in a great space in their life. He's also an incredible author and success coach. So Glenn, how are you doing?
I'm doing absolutely fantastic. Thanks, Tara.
And you can hear he has an amazing accent. That's always a bonus and fun to have on the show. So, Glenn, what are you going to share with us today that's really going to impact everyone listening?
You know, we're going to talk about some rituals that support you in getting what you achieve in life. Like, what is the number one thing you can start doing right now that'll massively impact your life? And what is the number one thing you can stop doing right now that'll have a massive impact and lead you towards where you want to be?
I really like, even as he's talking, it's like, oh, wait a minute, this actually could be that easy. This really could be something that's just that simple that really will impact my life. So, Glenn, you did talk about rituals. So what is the difference? I always think of like a habit or something like that. So what is the difference?
You know, it's about what works for people. And for me, the word habit has a negative connotation to it. You think about a bad habit of smoking.
Yeah.
And the energy about that is just not that great. When you think of a ritual is something that supports you. And for me personally, I took it a step further. For me, I call them sacred rituals. These are things that they are sacred to me and they make a massive difference in my life.
That's awesome. So what is the first step? So for all of you watching, and identifying, feel the difference behind that. Everything is energy, and we talked about that. So how does the word habit make you feel? Glenn's able to identify it doesn't make him feel as good as the word ritual. So think about that. You would actually probably be getting some even deeper training here if you're noticing that one of those words is making you feel better than the other. So I really like that you actually brought that up. So what is the next step for us to get started to really get this impact in our lives?
Okay, well, let's look. Take an example, a professional athlete. Let's just say that they highly value peak performance, so they will develop rituals around their training. Well, let's just take the average person. Like if you value hygiene, you're going to have some rituals around hygiene. You're going to brush your teeth. You're going to shower. These things are important. So what in your life can you start doing now that will support you towards being where you want to be? And a good example of this, I'll take what happened to me. My alarm would go off in the morning and I'd hit the snooze alarm. And we all know what happens then. It goes off again, you hit the snooze alarm again, you hit the snooze alarm again, you hit the snooze alarm again. And what that would do, I would get to the office late, tired, hadn't had breakfast, and I started the day off badly. I had no momentum, and I just didn't achieve what I wanted to achieve that day. So the way I used this is I decided that I would start getting out of bed the moment the alarm goes off. I would jump out of bed and start my day. And I would stop hitting the snooze alarm. Now those two things are kind of opposite and doesn't necessarily have to be that. You don't have to do it that way. You can choose 2 independent things.
Right. Okay. So one major thing. So why now too? And I liked, even just your intro. You guys, these are so basic. These things that you implement, like what Glenn's talking about is that nugget of gold. If you change this one thing, imagine how your life can be different. And obviously your one thing is different for everybody. So it's going to be exciting for all of you watching to see, what that one thing is for you. So why one thing too? A lot of times we think there might be a lot more, so why one?
It's important to build up momentum and to set yourself up to win. Like a lot of people will decide, I'm going to start exercising an hour a day, and I'm going to journal for an hour a day, and I'm going to meditate for an hour a day, and I'm going to go on a diet, and I'm going to read an hour of books. And then it's just too much. They get overwhelmed and they can't achieve it. Okay. It's way better to approach it with a consistency instead of intensity approach. So choose one thing, master that. And then add another thing, and then master that, and add them one at a time until you get to where you want to be.
That is great. So for us wanting to continue on this journey, as I know you guys are throughout the week with your workouts, what's a good resource you'd recommend to help people kind of follow along that path?
There's a fantastic book called Happier, and it's written by Tal Ben-Shahar. It's Talbenshahar.
Fabulous. So as you guys heard it, all of you overachievers, and hopefully everybody watching, take the opportunity to also read this book, look into it, and implement more of exactly what Glenn's talking about. So Glenn, I'm so excited. All of you guys are here for the weekly workout. So what exactly are the action steps that you would like for us this week to get our workout going?
All right, what you can do right now is take your life and figure out what one thing can you start doing that'll make a massive impact. And it's going to be different for every single person. Maybe for you it's just start working out every day. Yeah. Maybe it's waking up early. Maybe it's meditating or journaling, or maybe it's having date night with your spouse. What one thing can you introduce that will make a massive impact immediately?
Fabulous.
And then what one thing can you stop doing? Like maybe it's having an internet-free time at work until you've achieved your number one most important thing.
Great, yeah.
Maybe it's an email-free time. I'm not going to look at any email for an hour until I've achieved something.
Right.
Maybe like me, it's I'm not going to hit that snooze alarm anymore.
That's what I was thinking. Gosh, it would be nice to not hit the snooze alarm and get up. So maybe that'll be mine for this week too. So, well, I'm so excited, you guys. You heard it here. You're here for your weekly workout. You've got it. I'm so excited to hear about the results you have. And hopefully we'll have Glenn on soon again. Have a great week, you guys.